Hey, penny stock billionaires. You know what it means when a publicly traded company doesn't put out news at least once a month? Like, you look at their news feed, the press releases, and you see nothing for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It can only mean one thing: they're going out of business. I mean, seriously. I mean, it could be slowly. They might be going out of business slowly, but it's going to happen. I can almost assure you of that, especially if it's a penny stock. I mean, it might, if it's, some middle market company, doing 100 million revenues or whatever that's been around for 100 years. Those companies, they don't really care about their shareholders. They really don't. Those are zombie stocks, and you want to stay away from those, by the way. But when it comes to penny stocks, emerging growth companies, um, if they're not putting out news at least, I would say twice a month, maybe through every 3 weeks at the at least every 3 weeks. If they're not putting out a news announcement of some significant progress, some growth, something to brag about. If they're not doing that, it's a dog. Dump the stock. It means one of two things: either the CEO just doesn't get it, when it comes to, dealing with investors, maximizing shareholder value, or, maybe they just have really bad news. They just don't have anything going on. They're probably going to be going out of business. They're scared to, update investors because they don't have any good news. The absence of good news in the market can only mean one thing: bad news. So, bottom line, the stocks that we're looking at, our next super stocks, the stocks that, we expect to increase 10x to 100x potentially, right? They all have one thing in common. They have news flow. They're putting out news, once a week, sometimes twice a week even, right? If they have a lot of things going on, right? And at the most, I mean, or I should say, at the worst case, you know, uh, twice a month, so every 2 weeks. So if you don't see that, get the hell out of those stocks.